And how to have high self-esteem at the same time not to be arrogant, because there is a very thin line between these two, right?
Hmm, 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 hmm.
Because everybody,
Again, the acceptance.
yeah.
Yes,
Mm.
because one person is always ahead of me, no matter how good I am doing.
Okay.
One person is again ahead of me, one person is behind me. So when I am in top, I also think that okay, one mistake of mine
Mm.
will
Mm.
degrade myself.
Okay.
Yes, or I
Mm.
have to work hard so that I can maintain that situation. If I'm thinking I know everything and I don't want to learn about this,
Mm.
the next person who is behind me, he can gain knowledge, he
Mm.
can enroll in new course, he can gain new technology, work on that, enhance his skill, and then he'll be ahead of me.
Mm.
So again, be a lifelong learner.
Okay.
Take it, yes, take it as a seriously. Okay, no matter how good you are, always eager to learn. Don't
Mm.
take anything take for granted. Not money, not reputation, no, not time,
Mm.
because these are keep changing.
Okay.
What you can do is yourself. Your knowledge, you can gain your knowledge, you can gain your mindset. The broader you are
Mm.
mindset, it will help you more to gain more in like more abundance in knowledge, more abundance in your personal life, anything.
Okay. But what about this superiority complex? People who are very beautiful, they always feel superior to others. Those who study well, they also feel superior to others. They don't even respect their colleagues. So, how to deal with that?
See,
Because they
if
don't
a
consider
person
the
is
because they don't consider that they have any problem at all. Mm. Mm.
so what you what a person can do or what you can do is you don't change others, you are not able to change others.
Yes.
They have that problem.
Mm.
What you can say once or twice that
Mm.
I think you have this, but
Mm.
because you are not alone in this world
Okay.
who have that kind of a skill or who scored 100% in your result. You are not the alone one.
Mm.
There are many more, millions of person.
Mm.
Simply you can say that, but at the same time you are not able to change that unless and until the person wants to change
Mm.
themselves.
Okay.
Either she is thinking about the beautiful how beautiful she is, or
Mm.
how good in her studies, anything.
Mm.
So what you can do, sometimes you can, okay, yes, accept that, maintain a small distance so that their negative impression will not affect you, because that is a negative impression. Okay, I am very superior, I am very beautiful, I have so much of knowledge. So that kind of a negative impression you don't have in your personality, in your aura,
Okay.
and try to avoid that kind of a person.
Mm.
Be in group who are the same mentality you are or a little bit ahead of you are,
Mm.
because their thinking, their mindset, their behavior, their daily activities will help you to move forward.
Okay.
Because if you are in a group who all the person are reading books
Okay.
and you are
And there is
using
no
mobile,
way, and there is no way we can help those who have superiority complex.
no, we see, unless and until
Mm.
the person want to change. If the person want to
For
change,
that, they
we can
need to
help it.
realize, yeah.
They have to accept the problem.
Mm.
Then we can work on it. But
Mm.
if I am ignoring that, no, I don't have, or I'm denying that, I don't have that kind of a problem,
Mm.
it will not help me.
Okay.
No matter how the other person help them,
Okay.
they will not accept it.
Unless their life teaches the lesson. Yeah. And also, you mentioned about the need for the teens to listen to their parents. Why so?
See,
Mm,
that is the both side,
mm,
both one.
mm.
Parents have to need to listen the child, and the
Okay.
child itself to need the listen parent.
Okay.
No matter how parents know,
Mm,
they don't know much about the technology
yes.
as far as the teenagers,
Mm,
because they are having more knowledge
mm,
in that particular, because they are having so many apps, they are friends and everything. So somehow you have to take that key. Okay, I don't have that
mm,
mind of knowledge, but I am
mm,
having that kind of a experience.
mm,
Maybe my experience can help you in some situations,
mm,
but for that as well you have to listen to the teenagers,
mm,
what problem they are facing, what emotions they are having right now, what kind of a thoughts they are having. You have to listen it without interrupting it.
mm,
Sometimes we say, okay, okay, now I'll understand what you are going to say. Don't do that.
mm,
Unless and until the child finish the sentence, then ask her, Ki, do you mean, what are you saying? It means that you are doing this or you are feeling this. Try to ask that you are understanding the same problem, because sometimes the kid is asking, I am feeling anxiety because of studies. Now parents thinking, okay, he don't want to study, that is why he's saying anxiety, he's feeling anxiety. But the problem is, maybe the problem is that the teenager is not able to understand the language of the book. Maybe the teenager is not able to understand what teacher is saying, the language, the notes. That is the problem. He is getting stressed. Again, you have to question the teenager. You can do this by listening to the teenager.
mm,
The teenager have to listen to the parents when they are telling them something.
mm,
Again, they've gone through so many experiences. If the parent is having 40 years of experiences, they have something in their life, some golden moments, some golden nuggets. Just ask them, listen them. It's up to you. You have to apply or not, but
mm,
at least listen to them, because you never know what information they are giving and how you can implement it in your future. So that is why it is mandatory for both parents and teenagers to listen to them and spend time with themselves. Spend time with myself itself, like I have to spend time with me. So I have to know, okay, what thoughts I am getting right now, and spend time with your family itself, so that they can communicate. What can do? They can just take half an hour, 1 hour, and talk to each other about their daily life, what problems the father is having, the problem that mother is having. So once you are sharing your problem with your teenagers and asking them to a solution, or what kind of emotions that you are having, the teenagers will also do the same, because they are thinking that, okay, my mother is father is opening their problems or opening their thoughts, emotions, I can do the same.
mm.
So that is why it is mandatory, or you have to do, to get a good bond, to get a good relation, to trust each other, to gain confidence as a parent, as a teenager.
Mm.
So that is why
Yeah.
it is good if you listen.
Nowadays, teens don't listen to their parents. That's the biggest complaint we receive from all circles. So, what is the reason for that?
Ah, because somehow we
Mm,
are dealing in the same way as we are dealing them as a kid, when he was a kid.
mm,
The authoritative position we are taking as an authoritative person.
mm,
Ki, okay, you can do this, you can do this, don't do that. But once the child is grown up and he is in a preteen or a teen, you can do in the same way, you can do parenting in the same way. You have to change the parenting,
mm,
because now he's mentally, he's changing, he's biologically changing, he's emotionally changing. So you also have to change that. But somehow the parents are not able to adapt that and doing the same stuff.
Yeah,
So teenager
in
is
Tamil
not
Nadu,
going to
yeah,
listen.
in Tamil Nadu, there is a saying that once your child grows above your shoulder, is no longer your kid but your friend. Treat them like
Hmm.
that. Some,
Yes,
yeah.
but
Mm.
as a friend itself, don't be too friendly.
Mm.
At least make the
Mm.
boundary that
Okay.
okay, I am sharing everything, but I am your parent.
Mm.
Don't take okay, now we can go smoke and drink, and don't do that.
Mm.
At least maintain some legacy so
Mm.
that the teen have also okay, take you as a parent.
Mm.
Ki don't take any every time as a friend. So
And
respect should be
yeah.
there.
And the former point you mentioned that impressed me a great because that actually I found the real reason behind why most of the teens don't listen to their parents because their parents don't listen to their kids. So if you don't
Hmm.
listen to your kids, you can't expect them to listen to you because they get so fed up with their parents that they stop listening to them because they are not
Yes.
treating them with the respect they deserve. So
Yes.
they don't want to be a good kid anymore because they don't consider them to be their good parent anymore.
Mm, hmm,
So
hmm,
I
hmm.
got that point when you were nicely mentioning about that. It's amazing.
Yes, because
Mm,
recently I watched
mm,
a video in the interview,
mm,
and a lady,
mm,
the guest, told that when
mm,
my teen, the daughter, is
mm,
having a bad day or is she's upset, I just told her that okay, I am here. When you are fine, you can talk to me. I am just in the next room.
mm.
So once she able to manage that, if she is crying or something like that, once she is able to manage her emotions, then she'll go to talk to her mother. But if the girl is crying and mother saying, "Oh, what happened? What happened? What happened?" What she is doing? She's fed up. She's getting more angry, and she said, "Okay, leave me alone."
Oh,
So at that point of a time, at that and she is not in that energy to listen to you.
mm,
Whatever you are saying, whatever concerns that you are having, so
mm,
let her manage their emotions when they are in a calm position. Just tell them that you are here for them. Whatever they are dealing, you are able to listen them. You are here to listen them, and if they need any solution, you are here. Together, we'll deal with that problem. But give some time, give some space
okay.
to a teenager, especially.
And also, there's a complaint that over nurturing of kids make them weak. They can't handle their life alone. They can't face the challenge alone because they always get help from their parents. So, what's your thought about it?
Don't pamper your child too much.
Yeah.
Don't pamper. Either if it is a kid itself, like a 3 year, 4 year kid, don't pamper. Okay,
Mm,
if he is getting hurt by something,
mm,
don't ki oh beta kya ho gaya kya ho gaya. Don't do that.
mm,
It's okay to take care of that. If he is getting hurt or something, clean the wound, but don't get. Tell them ki okay, it's okay. Sometimes you will get hurt if you are doing
mm,
what happened.
yeah. I think you have lost your.
So
Mm,
it's okay
mm,
to take care of them, but don't don't do every time.
mm,
Sometimes is make them feel okay. What is the problem? So
mm,
that
mm,
uh, why I get hurt. Make them realize so that they don't do the same mistake. Same with the preteen or a teen one. Don't do over pampering them. Ask them if they need any solution,
okay.
need any guidance. You can tell them ki okay,
Mm,
I have the same problem in my life and I'll
mm,
do this. You can try it. Don't ask ki okay, you have to do this, you have to try this.
okay.
Make their own decisions.
The,
They, if they get failure, they'll get learn. If they'll get success, again they'll learn
mm,
by doing what,
mm,
and I'll get success, and what I am not doing this so that I can get failure.
Okay,
So
but
it's make them realize.
okay, you've spoken about this topic, family conflict in teenage. What is that about?
A family conflict basically when we are in a family and the parents is having a certain kind of a discussion, okay,
Okay.
and the problem arise when they don't maintain the pace and like shouting and everything,
Quarreling
so
with
it
each
will
other.
affect the teen. Yes,
Okay.
like language, gestures, something like that.
Mm,
So it will affect the teen.
mm,
Once or twice it will be okay, and then if that happens, then when you what you can say that in front of a teen, what you can do, patch up. So what you can tell the teen ki okay, it's okay to fight, but
mm,
we have to respect each other, we have to patch up each other, and we from next time we don't use that kind of a language or that kind of a words. But if you are doing the same thing again and again, you are teaching the kid that it's okay, we'll use that kind of a language, we don't respect our partners or any members or something like that, then it will create a problem for that. Plus, if a person is having so much depression, and again the person, the father or a mother is saying and every time negative, 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 what the kid will learn? Ki, okay, I don't have money. The if for example mother is saying I don't have money, we don't have money, we don't have money. How can we do? How can we do? The kid will learn. Okay, we don't have money. The negative impact will create in teen's mind itself. So for that, to resolve that problem, be very good with your language, with your words. For teen itself, for yourself itself.
okay,
Because
but
in a
are you
video itself,
saying we should not let our kids know about our financial status if they are really poor?
no, it's okay.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
Mm,
But focus on
mm,
how to overcome that problem. Don't
mm.
focus on problem, focus on solution. Okay, we don't have money.
No, especially when wife is very good at spending and the husband has very low income. Obviously, there will be fight regarding money. So that's the truth. Uh,
Hmm.
we just can't keep quiet, right? Or else family
Yeah,
can't continue. Yeah. Mm,
so that is for the both side. Now the
mm,
father and mother both have to
mm.
manage the problem. The problem is spending
Yeah.
money, and we having some like 100 bucks, and lady is spending more than 50 bucks.
Mm,
So there is no saving.
mm,
Hardly they'll manage their daily needs.
mm,
So we both the parents have to manage. Okay, that is the problem. Come sit with us. What are the problem? What you can think we can do that. So involve your teams in your problem. Ask for solution. Take it or not take it, it's another question. But ask them. So can they can know ki, okay, I am also an important person in their life, in the family, and I am able to give solutions. So they'll think more about it. The solution, not the problem.
yeah.
The focus is always be on a solution. So whatever, if the financial problem you are facing, share with your kids. Don't tell that we have the problem, and try to ask, we have to get the solution. So again the kids will think more about, okay, from what I can do, what I can my parent can do.
No,
So that is the positive
if
one.
mother is adamant in spending, and she is making
Hmm.
the kid to spend also, like celebrating birthday in an extravagant way when the father actually suffers from financial crisis. So obviously she is not going to listen to her husband, and also the kid is not going to respect her father because she loves her mom very much. So this happens in many families.
Hmm.
They have their own favorite.
Hmm.
It could be either
Hmm.
mom
Hmm.
or father.
Hmm. Hmm.
So obviously they will have to say to the kid, we are poor, your mom is not listening to me, at least you listen, don't spend, just think about how much. So this is something we have to say, right?
So for that, what you can say, what you can do, the solution can be if a person is having $100 as an income, okay, what you can do, you can just give $10 to your kids. Okay, that is your pocket money. You have whatever you have to do, you can do in $10. You can save it, you can spend it. You're not able to get more.
Yeah, but
something like that.
But this is preteen, and uh, his mother is spending everything for him, and
so we have to allocate the money, everything. If you are not, if the lady is not able to manage the money, what you can do, give them responsibility. Like if she isn't spending, okay, 500.
Even if you give 2 lakhs to your wife, she is very good at spending in 2 days. What can you do? Because it happens.
This is the mindset.
This is the number one reason for divorces. That's the thing.
That I saw in my neighbor itself.
Yeah.
The auntie is spending so much on disgusting things.
Yes.
And because of that, the uncle is not giving money for necessary things itself, for necessities itself, because they'll think that they will spend on other things.
Yes.
So that is the problem. For that, you have to manage, you have to do, okay, if the lady is not able to manage that kind of a thing, don't give that money.
Yes.
What you can do, you can manage everything and give them a part. Okay, this is your money, do whatever you want. If the lady is not able to manage their daily needs or groceries or something like that, what you can do, you will manage.
Okay.
So don't get in fight if you know that the lady is not going to change. You are also draining your energy.
Yes.
You are also going in stress and something like that, anxiety. So what you can do, okay, it will be an extra burden for you maybe to manage everything, but somehow it will help your kid to see the fights. It will help you to maintain your mental health, or because of fight itself, the negative impact will give in the child's mind. Yes. Also,
and also it's unavoidable in some families where a father could be a drunkard, so they always fight with each other. In worst scenario, even the mother will have many boyfriends, so there will be constant fight. Obviously they are not good example for their kids, and you can't expect them to be matured enough to behave maturely with kids. So what's the fate of that kid?
See, again, it will create a negative impact. What kid can do, because they are not having support.
Yes.
If from a mother or from a father, what he can do, in that situation, he is able to find support from outside the family. That is a very general one, because he'll get the person, like if I am a kid, if I am a teenager and my parents are fighting, any reason, what I'm thinking, okay, the house is having a very negative energy, let me go out, spend time with my friends or something where I can share my problem. So in that situation, you have to manage your emotions as a teenager, so that you know from whom you can share your problem and get a solution. Because at that point of a time, kids easily get distracted.
Yes.
They'll get in like a negative company itself. So for that reason, any in the family or in a neighbor one, if they'll know that the kid is having a bad relationship with their parents. There are many Facebook groups who are dealing with that. Many YouTube where you can find videos how you can cope up with this. So as a in that situation, the kid will work as an adult. Sometimes it will work like, okay, nobody is working for me. I have to manage my own necessities, my own everything.
Mm.
So if you are, if you know that
Mm.
in your neighbor, in your family, the kid is having that kind of a problem,
Mm.
give them help. At least listen them.
Mm.
If you are not able to manage
Mm.
their financial help, you are not able to manage, give them financial help. At least listen to a kid, what he's thinking.
Mm.
Or if a kid is don't have anything, just write your whatever you are feeling,
Mm.
because the more you'll have a baggage in your mind, it will create a bad impact in your health as well.
Mm.
So sometime when I am not feeling good enough and I am not able to talk to anybody, I just write whatever I am feeling.
Mm.
So I am just pouring my thoughts in a paper
Mm.
so that I'll feel relaxed,
Yeah.
and I'll again shift my energy
Mm.
no matter what situation is.
Mm.
Because
Okay.
yes,
Mm.
so that is a good technique. I mean, if I
Mm.
when I was a kid and I am not able to talk to my parents in any kind of a topic,
Okay.
so what I can do at that point of a time, I just write letter
Okay.
saying everything I want, and I just give it to my mother. Ki once you get time, read it,
Wow.
and then we'll
Wow,
we'll
that's very
communicate
special.
on that.
Yeah, that's very
Yes.
special.
So
Yeah.
it is
Mm.
it is very simple.
Mm.
You pour all your emotions, your thought,
Mm.
give to that person. So once the person is read, it will be easy for you to communicate.
Mm.
And it also work for education for your kid. Like now parents are thinking, how can I deal with that kind of a topics? I can get that kind of a knowledge to a kid. What you can do, just give the book, give the I mean any video, something on that, so that they can get knowledge related to what are the problem in that, or how we'll change, what are the changes that we'll going to face in future.
And
And
is
then
sex education
communicate.
necessary for teens?
Yes.
Why so?
See,
Mm.
because
Mm.
not for, on for teens, like if starting from like 9 to 10,
Mm.
start giving information so they know ki, okay, that kind of a changes maybe I feel, so that if something happened, I don't get very stressed or overwhelmed that what I am going to, any problem is that. For example, if a girl is having a menstruation,
Okay.
and if the girl is don't have that kind of a knowledge, what he'll think, what she'll think, because now everyone knows it, but
Okay.
in like previously what she is thinking, okay, what happened to me, am I going to die or something like that, unless and until she is going to tell to her mother.
Okay.
So because that will
But
happen because she
but
don't get information.
but is it not enough just to give that information instead of sex education?
Everything you,
Mm.
I mean initially you have to give a little bit
Mm.
dose, like
Yeah.
if you are going to
Because I can
something
understand at that point of time she has no idea about that. She will get embarrassed. That's okay. But beyond that, why should we give them? Because they now we are getting
it
reports
depends upon
from
age to age.
now we are getting reports that even 9-year-old kid is having access to pornography. They get addicted to pornography.
Yes, yes, yes.
So if you give any more information, it will just be a adding oil to the fire, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
according to the age, you have to start giving information. So you are building trust with your kid that I am the right source
Mm.
to give you information, and we'll discuss about it. Discussion is very important with both the parents. I mean, if I am having some problem as a girl, I am not able to talk to my father
Okay.
because I never talk to my father in
Okay.
any kind of a problems, right? Like that.
Okay.
So we have to break the ice.
Okay.
For both the parents, they have to talk, either he is a boy or he is a girl, so that you never know when the problem arise, they are going to talk to a mother or a father, unless and until they know, okay, that kind of a problems my father is handling better in comparison to my mother, and such problems my mother will handle in a better way.
Okay.
So that will happen only once both the parents get involved with the kid.
Mm.
So that is why again the communication is necessary.
But
So kid will only
what
know
should we communicate? Okay, I can understand about the physical changes we need to
changes.
educate. That's okay.
Yes.
That is something we can teach. What else can we teach our kids about sex?
See what you can feel in your mind, what you are going to like. It depends. The kid is having a 7 or 8 years.
Okay.
Okay, after some time, the girl is having like 9 to 10. They're getting cycles. So
Okay.
earlier you can say that okay, you will feel that maybe that the symptom you will feel that
Okay.
for a time to time we have to talk about what are the mental changes they're going to face, what are the physical changes that they are going to face,
Mm.
and what are the necessities they'll have, the problems they can face.
Mm.
Don't tell more about them, but start discussing about them, so they don't find ki, okay, I don't able to talk to my mother, what why don't I go watch YouTube?
Okay.
And in YouTube itself they are having so many videos,
Mm.
and so many videos are giving so much like information
Okay.
that is not necessary for them, for
Mm.
their mental health.
Yes.
So for that reason
Mm.
you have to communicate both the parents.
Mm. To both
So
kids.
that is the reason.
Mm.
Yes,
Mm.
I mean either you have a single kid or two kids.
Mm. Okay.
Yes,
Mm. But nowadays,
so that is the reason.
yeah. But we can't keep eye on our kids all the time because they know more than us in handling mobile phones. So what if they get addicted to pornography or something? So what
That is
can we
why
do?
we have
Mm.
to tell them the boundaries. Okay,
Mm.
like for example,
Mm.
if my child is playing any game in mobile,
Okay.
okay, and some advertisement is
Yeah.
coming,
Mm.
and that is a for adults.
Okay.
Okay, now I what can I do? Either I can say okay, don't play games or something like that, or I can do okay, that is a wrong thing. You don't need to watch that.
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk about that once you are
Mm.
okay with that, or once you are old enough with that. So the signal that I am giving to my child, ki, okay, my parent will talk to me in that related to that advertisement. They have some information.
Okay.
But if I am saying ki, okay, don't watch it, don't watch it, then he's saying okay, why I'm not going to watch it? What is happening? What is wrong in that? Then you will just gaslight the problem, and he will again watch that kind of a problem.
Yes.
So you have to deal with the kid is having okay, if you are watching this, that is not good enough for you,
Mm.
or that is not working for you,
Mm.
not good for your mental health, it is not giving good impact in your grades itself.
Mm.
You can't get something like related to from like you're not getting
But
anything positive from it.
what if the kid says even the first rank holder is addicted to pornography? So he has the example from
So
the rank holder. He has a girlfriend,
mhm.
he is addicted to watching it, but still he is getting that. So he might think that this actually helps in getting him scores. People think like that, kids especially. they get wrong motivation, inspiration.
So for that reason,
Yeah.
uh, the parents should ask to kid,
Hmm.
so how you can get motivated, why you think you can get motivated after watching this, what is the point that you will feel okay I can get good marks. So again you have to think why the kid is watching, the reason behind that.
Now, in internet, you will even see doctors saying over and over again, sex is good for health, masturbation is good for health. Obviously, kids watching that think it's normal. So
So it
if
depends
parents
now
say
what
anything
at
against
what
it,
age.
if parents say anything against it, they are going to consider parents to be boomers.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So everything we'll see on internet, everything we'll see on that, we have to go and get more on research. The doctor is saying something like that, why he's saying that, at what age. So for that parent have to work, and again they ask to kid that okay let me give me why it is good for you. You have to research on your own, I will research on my own, and then like communicate on that topic.
But once he is getting addicted to that, he doesn't want to research anything. He just wants somebody to say that he is right. He doesn't want to listen to anybody who is going to say it is wrong. Right? That's the nature of addiction. They don't want to come out of it. Yeah.
They don't want to come out of it, but again for that
Mm.
you have to set some boundaries because you are the parent.
Yes.
You do, by anyhow you are the authoritative person, and if you want your kid to be in a safe zone, somehow you will have to set the boundaries.
Mm.
Either if it is a teen age and still you are not able to manage, you have to make some decisions.
Mm.
If you are saying this and I am you are not able to go watch it or something like that, go watch it once you are that kind of a age, like cross the age,
Okay.
or something you are able to communicate with your team. Ki,
Okay, continue.
yes, so some decisions you have to take, or you can say something nice to them that you are so doing so many good things in your life. You are having so much to do in your life. Why can't you use your time in that thing? We can do something together. Something you have to ask that what apart from that video, what the main area
But
the kid is doing.
one thing I want to mention is no kid is going to watch it in front of their parents. They know how to do it secretly. We don't even have any idea what he is watching. So only when we know he is addicted, we can start speaking about it. When we do not know, maybe we speaking will trigger him to do that if he is not already watching it. So that's the problem with parents facing nowadays.
See, what you can do, sometimes you can make a story. To give some examples. Okay. You know that kid is doing something wrong, and they think that the parent didn't know about that, but the parent know, and something related to that, so that you can give some lessons. Or one of my friends daughter or one of my friend's son is watching a porn, and he's not talking to the parents related to these issues he's having. So for that he's watching porns. But once the parent communicate with them and resolve the problem, now he's not watching that, because he's know that the parents know about the problem and they are having so many information, they are giving suggestions, so they are not going to watch that. Any kind of a problem if arise, you can create a story. If you have your story, you can tell that directly or indirectly, or you can create any non-existing story.
It's amazing.
So to tell the good things after that, or anything that because of I am not doing this, I'm in that particular trouble. So I have to, and after that I thought that okay, I have to listen to my parents so that I'm not getting into that trouble. Something like that.
Do you think we need to give privacy to teens, like allotting them a separate room? Is it necessary?
Somehow.
Because
Somehow. See, it depends because if the person is having two-room
okay,
home,
okay,
and at least give them space when they are learning
okay,
reading or
that's
something,
okay.
or sometimes their private space. See, you can't stop kid unless and until he don't want to do certain things. You can't stop. You can watch in your home. You don't know what he is doing outside the home
Okay.
or in a school, or he can bunk the school. But if you have a trust with your kid, if the kid is trusting you, and if you have a good bond with with your kid and the with parents, everything, then you don't have to worry about.
No, the main
I am
reason, no.
I am the example of that, because uh, when I am in my BTech third year,
Okay.
I bunk my class, and a group of 5, 6 my friends go and watch for a movie.
Okay.
But at that point of a time, my mother called me, and she asked me, "Where are you?" Because of the good relationship with my mother, I don't have to say wrong things. I just say, "Mummy, I am in a theater,"
Okay.
and she knew. She didn't scold me at that time. She said, "Okay, to whom? Who are the other person?" She knew everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. So she said, "Okay, come home at time." And once I get reached, she asked me why. Then I'll ask, because it's a free lecture and we don't have lectures after that. Because of that, I'll go for movie. So that kind of a trust we have. Same, you have to give trust. You have to give them space. And my friend was asking them, ki, "You are telling your mother that you are in a movie theater." She didn't scold you. I'm saying no. She don't scold me because I'm just telling the truth. She's not going to watch me. She don't know where I'm going, but it's my responsibility to tell her the truth. Even I was working, I am very frightened that I have to reach home by 8 o'clock. My mother is calling. She needs other city, but because of that, I think that okay, I have to reach home by 8 because of that parenting. That kind of a thing we have to manage as a parent with the kid. The trust, the responsibility, we have to give them responsibility that you are a responsible person. You have to manage things. Whatever the situation, come to me, tell me the truth. Because we scold them, and because of that, they don't give me the right answer, or they are not telling the truth. So that is, we have to do that.
Because many kids who commit suicide these days, they almost all have their own private rooms where they committed suicide. So that's the reason I ask. If there is no privacy, at least they won't tend to do that.
For suicide issues, you have to find out the sign. There are some hidden
Yeah,
signs.
it is because
For
of the
example,
privacy they develop wrong relationships on internet or anywhere. Nowadays, kids are very weak at heart.
yes. So, as a parent, you have to watch your kid. You have to find out something change in his nature, something changes in behavior, in his talking, in his thinking. Either he is saying something repetitively, "I don't want this, I don't want that," something. Because a thought of a suicide doesn't come like instantly, it will take time. The stress will arise, some kind of a depression will arise, some kind of a anger issues will arise. So that is the hidden signal. You have to find out that why. Child is getting these kind of a symptoms right now.
Because nowadays
Talk to them.
yeah, sextortion is also the reason for suicide among kids. So they see some nude girls suddenly on Facebook or somewhere, and suddenly they receive a call saying, if you don't pay me this much amount, I'm going to send this to your parents, relatives, everybody, and they don't know what to do except committing suicide. So is it not because of the
Yes.
privacy? Because if there is no privacy, at least he wouldn't dare to accept that video call, right?
Video call, sir, everyone is having mobile.
Mm.
Every kid is
Yeah,
having a mobile.
but that sort
So
of call, there's from stranger, before making calls, they would obviously have some kind of chat that signals that. But kids, if they are not private, they wouldn't even dare to do that in front of their parents. So
so
obviously
if
they are safe, right?
you're not watching what the kid is typing in front of you, you
Yeah,
don't know.
but still they won't go beyond the limit. Because
So for
allotting them a
that,
separate room gives them enormous freedom to do whatever they want. But here, just the thought that his parent is watching is going to prevent him from going beyond the limit.
so don't look at that. Leave them alone. I'm not saying that leave them alone. Give them the freedom. Like, okay, do whatever you want. Give them space so that they can have some time with themselves. But again, you have to manage everything. Like, if you are going in a room, just think and watch around at that what are the kids is doing right now. Don't take anything instantly, don't ask anything instantly. First just observe, then communicate, don't order. Because if you are having the communication, it will be chances to resolve the problem. But if you are ordering, the kid is getting anger issues or something, like they don't want to listen to you, and the problem in again arise, or it will create another problem.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that leave your kid on your own. Have them talk to their friends if it is possible. Ask your kid to invite their friends in your home, so that they know, you know, that what kind of a friends your kid is having.
Okay.
For that reason, the kid trust you. Okay, if I am inviting my friends, my mother will allow them, and they are not saying that okay, you do this, you don't do this. That is not going to work. Firstly, we have to build the trust with the kid. We have to communicate with the kid, use the right words, because he is a teenager now, and few years he is an adult.
Yes.
In teenagers, the kid is thinking कि I'm going to adult. Somehow we are treating teenagers, sometimes we are treating as adult, कि you are a grown up now, don't do this kind of a things. Sometimes we are treating kids as you are small, you are not adult. So that is also a problematic situation for kids. Sometimes he is thinking, okay, I am grown up now, and I can do anything. And sometimes he is thinking, okay, I don't able to do that. So treat them as per as age, talk to them, ask them, okay, tell me about what you are dealing with right now, what your friends is doing, what is your how is your day, what is happening in your life. Tell about your life, what you are dealing with, what your emotion, what you are, how your days, so that you know about your kid, and your kid know about your personality as the actual one, not the parent one. How as a mother, as a richer I am as a person, not as a mother.
Okay.
What richer wants in her life, and what as a mother richer wants to be as a mother, or what she wants to be as a wife, something. So it depends how you communicate that. But the main problem is communication.
Mm.
Some parents don't allow their friends in the home.
Yes.
So that is why kid thinking, ki, okay, my mother is not allowing them, and you don't know what kind of a friend circle they have. The problem is majorly the communication problem.
Mm.
Once you are able to communicate anything and freely, you can talk on any topic with your kid.
Okay. And also nowadays there are many single moms, and there are parents where both of them go to work. So it happens in many cases, and kids are free to do anything in their home. So it seems they get more spoiled than those who are under parental guidance all the time. If somebody is a housekeeper, then that good
Hmm.
that there is some kind of safety around that kid compared to those who
Mhm.
have no parents at home. So what's the solution to save those teens who have no guidance at all?
For that,
Mm.
the kid is having some kind of a schedule,
Okay.
for a daily schedule. You know that.
Mm.
And once you came to home, communicate again,
Mm.
share what is your day, how's your day, I am doing this, what you are doing, what you learned, something like that.
Mm.
How you enjoy your day, what activities do you do,
Mm.
something. Or what you can do, you can call once you will go office after 2 3 hours. Just call your kid.
Okay.
How you know? Huh. So the kid is knowing. Okay, my parents are more concerned about me, what I am doing something. So he'll be aware. Ki, okay, I have to do this because my mom is coming and my father is coming, and we are going to have some discussions or some conversations. So he'll work accordingly. Like if again, if a kid, like it's in holidays and both the mother and parents are working, so kid is having a free time. He can watch anything. You can use parental in YouTube ki securities.
Mm.
Or again, you have to feed the thing that I know you are a responsible person. Say good to your kids. Ki, I know you are a responsible person. I know you are spending good time. You are doing good things. You are learning something. You are spending good times with your friends in activities, something like that. So that kid know, okay, I am this, and I have to do in the same way. That is a positive affirmations. The more you say, the kid will think, okay, I am this and I have to work accordingly. So we have to do, it will take time to do this,
Because in
but it works.
yeah, in a school or college, one corrupted kid is enough to corrupt the whole class. We can't expect any school or college free from at least one corrupted kid. Mostly majority of them are corrupted nowadays. So when they have free home, and when using this internet, it is very easy to make anyone come home and make use of it in a wrong way. So what's the solution for that?
For that, you have to just
Mm.
ask to your kid, if something happened to you, just come to me. If you think that you are doing something wrong and if you are feeling guilty, just come to me. We'll work on that. Because
He or she doesn't
again,
want to
if a
come
kid
to
is
him.
doing
Mm.
if a kid is doing something wrong, she know that she is doing wrong. Somehow
Mm.
in her mind,
Mm.
she know that she is doing wrong, but because of everyone is doing the same, the
Mm.
kid is doing, okay, why not I'm doing. For
Okay.
that, we have to
Mm.
see them that what is acceptable in this family, what is acceptable by the kid, what is not acceptable. That is the boundary line.
Mm.
It is, we have to do that in a very, like, initial age, and we have to change it according to the age. The boundary should be there. As a mother, what I can do for you, as a mother, what I can't do for you, and I am expecting you to be something like that or something don't like that.
Mm.
So that kind of a thought the kid is having, so they know that okay, that is the good thing for me, or I can do this, that is acceptable. If I do this and which is not acceptable, my parents getting angry or something. And again, by any pressure, if the kid done that, what he can do, and that is for a both side, again communicate. The parent should listen to kid. Don't ask in a rational language ki what you are saying in a harsh language. Listen to kid why he is doing this,
Mm.
what is the reason, what influenced him to do this,
Mm.
because he know that is not good for him, still he done this, there will be some reason. Ask them and then tell them that okay, it's okay, you did first time, but try not to do again. I am here to help you, I am here to talk with you, something like that, so that the kid know okay, I can do mistakes, my parent is here, but repeating the mistakes is not acceptable.
What if the kid has no parents? Maybe she or he is in a hostel like that. So there is nobody to stop her.
So for in that situation they are having some conversation, I mean monthly conversation, something with parents. Once you send the kid in hostel, again itself you have to tell them ki okay, I am sending you
Mm.
in hostel, but don't think that I am not able to help you. I am here anytime you need me, I'll come, I'll contact you no matter how busy I am.
Mm.
You have to be available for your kid, so that the kid know ki okay, anytime I need my parent, my parent will be here. And also tell them that I am always there for you, plus I, if you do something, I'll know what are you doing,
But
I have someone.
mm.
So that kind of a thing, the kid know okay, if I done something wrong, my parents know. You are not telling them, you are just,
Mm.
they are in a guessing situation that who is the person who is telling my parents or something like that.
Mm.
But he's thinking okay, someone is watching me,
Mm.
so they can do this kind of a things.
Mm. And how important is the faith in God for teens or for everybody in general?
See,
Mm.
if the person is having that kind of a background, like I'm a spiritual person, spirituality, and firstly spirituality, and some people think that spirituality means faith in God. Spirituality means know about yourself,
Mm.
what I came to know,
Mm.
and I have a belief
Mm.
in God because of my family background.
Okay.
Some kids don't have that kind of a thing. It's okay
Mm.
if they are doing the right thing in their life. It's okay
Mm.
because they are working towards the society. They are doing good for others. It's okay if they are not feeling ki okay, this God is there, this God is there, I have to worship them. Let them decide on their own, but just make them sure that they have to choose the correct path. If they are getting something from society, they'll have to give back
Mm.
in a positive way.
But
That's it. I mean,
mm.
we don't have to initially, like, as a mother, I want that my kid also
Mm.
work as a devotee to as some deities,
Okay.
but I am not able to force him. I'll force him until I'm age to 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
After that, if he don't want, what he can do, he's in front of me, he stand like this, no matter he's thinking
Okay.
about something, a YouTube video, will stand like this. So that is not the reason for praying. And this is not working. So just tell them the good things about your culture in a very initial stage, so they know that your culture or whatever the religion that you are following right now, they have so many positive things to grab, so that they'll know, okay, because of this, my mother is worshipping to a particular deity or something like that. So tell about your culture first, then ask them to follow your culture.
The main reason I asked about the necessity of having faith in God is because we can't rely on anybody forever, right? Be it a parent or anybody, any relation. Everybody is perishable, and we can't. Not everybody is blessed with good parents in the first place. Very rarely, kids have good parents, matured enough to handle kids. So obviously, can there be anyone better than God to guide them? Because,
See,
as I said, not everybody is blessed with
God
good parents.
will,
Yeah.
so God will not directly help me. He will send someone
Yeah.
to help me. है ना? So
But you are not.
just find out.
Yeah, but you are not. See, if you have bad parents and you are seeking help from your relative and he is sexually abusing you, this happens with many kids. Nowadays, it's hard to trust even the father. One father is sexually assaulting their own daughter. So we can't trust anybody nowadays. So if the kid doesn't have faith in God, she is in very bad hands of the society. Because if she or he is having 100% faith in God, she is not going to ask anybody for help. She is just going to ask God. He will take care of the rest, and she will experience that. She'll experience that. I asked him, but somebody is here to help. So she will be grateful to God, right? Than humans, because humans always they have some selfish motive.
So what we can do is, in place of God, we can place the word universe. And same, the thing is same. Universe, please guide me. Universe will be whatever the signals we'll getting, that will be from God.
Okay.
But we'll say, okay, if the kid is having faith in God, very good enough, he can or she can ask that help from God. Or what we can say that, okay, universe, please help me. I have this situation and I want kind of a help or something like that. I want confidence. I want to rid from my problem.
What's wrong with using the word God? Is universe greater
No,
than God?
it depends.
Is universe greater than God?
No, I'm not saying. I am not dealing with that. It like same. I am a devotee and I am
Yeah, because people
good with Ganesha.
Yeah, people nowadays use the word universe. It is equal to atheism, right?
It is equal for every religion.
Okay.
Like if I am Hindu, I am praying to my majorly for Ganesh.
Okay.
For Ganesh Bhagwan. Whatever I'm saying, I will over there, please Ganesh help me. Please Ganesh God help me. Something like that. Other one is telling something aloud.
Seek from Jesus Christ.
Universe is very general. In a general way, we'll say universe. If you are particular to if you are following some particular God, you can say that. So the person who is creating a video, he say universe because everyone is watching. He can't say, okay, worship like God or Christ or something. Okay. So that it doesn't hurt anyone. So they'll say, okay, universe, just help me. Okay. So if a person is having faith in God, he can say that. If a person is having faith in universe, he can use universe, whatever it is. If a person doesn't know what to say, just say the higher energy, just help me. I just want something. So everything is same. The words are different. you can use
Yeah,
in
that's true.
whatever.
I'm getting what you're saying, sister. But if somebody needs help, obviously he will be getting help from higher energy or God or whatever. But when someone doesn't even realize that he is bad, like some rowdy like kids, they don't think they have anything bad in them because there is no one to
Mm-hmm.
guide them. So they are surrounded by the like beings. So obviously there is no one to guide them. If there is no faith in God instilled in them by force by their parents, it's like leaving them like an orphan. They can't do
See,
anything else
if
after that. That's the reason. If a kid says after 7 or 9, he says, I'm not interested in going to school. Will anybody leave him? Will parents dare to leave him at home? They will force them to school, right? Then why not force them to temple or church or like that? Why should we give that freedom? Is it not spoiling our kids?
no, not
Mm,
spoiling.
mm,
You should give knowledge.
mm,
I mean, you should give every knowledge
mm.
to
Because
the
all.
reason why
Mm,
you should follow.
mm,
Once they'll get the reason why you should follow, then they will automatically do that. Because for a school itself, we'll say you have to study because you will get education, you will get good marks, and because of good marks, you will get good position, good job.
okay.
For religion itself,
Mm,
what you can say that because of this religion, you'll have good qualities in yourself, you'll get good exposure. What kind of a, like, if I am a Hindu
mm,
and I am telling my kid about
mm,
Durga Ma,
okay.
and I'm telling that she has that kind of a power in them, she's kind of a ability to work against demons. So I am just imposing that the good things, and the kid is saying, okay, I can do this, I can do that. That is why I am good with my kid. Same, I am doing the same thing with my kid as Hanuman. He is very fond of Hanuman, and he is whatever he need, he'll ask for Hanuman. And I am saying that no one is as powerful as Hanuman. He is having so much knowledge. He is having so much positive things that he can decrease his size, he can increase his size.
Mm,
He has so much power, and you can also do that.
okay.
So I am saying that, okay, Hanuman is a main character. I am not saying that you have to go for Hanuman, you have to go for Hanuman. I am just telling them again and again the same thing. So somehow he is attracted to Hanuman, and he is saying that, okay, I like Hanuman, and Hanuman ji give me gifts and something. I'm just telling them in his birthday, Hanumanji gave me money and tell me to give gifts to you. So now he's believing in Hanuman. Same in teenagers. What you can do, you have to bring the characters which affect them in some way.
Mm,
And they can use that characters in their life. When they are able to find that character, they are automatically uh, worshipping them.
okay.
Then you don't have to force them, but
Mm,
make them realize why the character is important. Same, why school is important.
mm. But Christians, they have Bible to guide them. Muslims have Quran to guide them. What about Hindus? They don't have anything to
We
guide
have
them.
so many. Uh, tell them about Ramayana. Tell them about Gita.
Mm,
Uh, we have four Vedas. I I'm reading Vedas, and I
mm,
came to know ki,
mm.
okay, after
No,
every,
sister,
and I
especially
didn't remember
no,
the.
with some situation I'm saying if they are in trouble, there will be a story in Bible or Quran that gives the solution to that. But in Hindu religious scriptures, you can't find that.
You can tell them that is so vast.
Okay.
That is the good thing. We have so much knowledge. We have so many things. You can learn from any person, and every person is having so much qualities. I don't go for Gita. I mean, I listen sometimes that if you have any problem, you can just open any page in Gita and you will get the solution. I didn't try till now,
Yes, you will
but
not get it. You will definitely
every
not
time.
get it because it's not story. It's not. It's totally different. It's the highest scripture, but nobody can understand it.
Mhm.
But Bible,
Understand
whether
it.
it's
Yes.
Bible or Quran, everybody can understand it because it's story. We can understand the story. That's the reason I'm
Ah.
asking, because see, if somebody is cheating you, money wise or relationship wise, anyway, obviously we will be having vengeance towards them. So for that, there is an excellent story in Bible and Quran, story of Isaac. So he says, actually, he's the last kid. So obviously his
Mhm.
siblings get very jealous that they want to kill him because his father is very fond of this particular Isaac. So they wanted to kill him. So one who is somewhat kind enough wanted to sell him to somebody instead of killing him. So they sell him as a slave, and when he goes there, he's very loyal to his master. And the wife of that master, she lusts for him because he is so handsome. But he says, I will
Mhm.
not commit adultery. I will not do this to my master because he has made me
Mhm.
owner to everything in this except you. So I will not do such bad thing to my master. Then one day she tried to force him. Then he just removed the shirt and left the room. Then she shouted and said that he was trying to rape her. So obviously husband will listen to
Mhm.
his wife. So they sent him to prison. And in the prison, he was behaving very nicely with everybody, and he was able to predict the dreams. And one guy who was close to the king, he was in the prison, and after some time, when he went out, the king had the dream. Nobody could predict that. And then he reminded king about this Isaac in the prison. Then they brought him out, and he predicted the dream. And it was a great prediction because it was predicting about the upcoming famine.
Mhm.
So he was
Mhm.
asking everybody to save everything for the next 7 or 3 years of famine. So they were doing that. So when all these things happen, king he developed so much faith in Isaac that he made him the master of the his kingdom, except that he doesn't have the title king.
Mhm.
So now
Mhm.
his parents, his brothers in the nearby village, they were suffering from famine, and they come to this king. But they couldn't remember
Mhm.
Isaac because he has grown up. But he could remember him. But once he told that I am Isaac, they were shivering with fear because now he can easily kill him because he is more of a king.
Mhm.
But he says, don't worry, if you didn't send me like that, I wouldn't be here. So it is God's
Mhm.
intention that made me come sit here. So whenever we
Mhm.
face vengeance, when we listen to this story, we have the not only say even Ram, when he was cheated of his property, his kingdom, he was smilingly giving that to his brother. But they don't show the
Mhm.
result. Okay, we can take the lesson that we have to behave like that. But why should we behave like that? Here in this story, just because he behaved, just because he did not uh, take revenge on the master's wife, his brother, he didn't take revenge on anybody, he has reached that height. So that particular
Mhm.
thing is missing in any Hindu Puran, be it Mahabharat, be it thing,
Mhm.
because that's just a one story, but it's a bundle of stories, whether it's Quran or Bible.
Mhm.
So where do Hindus go?
What you can say, what you can if you have to tell something in any topic, or if you didn't able to find it, why can't you create a story? Same as Ram. Ram went to jungle and he didn't fight back with his brother or his mother.
Yeah,
Why he sending them?
but instead he was killing many on the way. How can we take him as the example? Because if somebody is loving throughout, see, if we take Jesus Christ, he is loving throughout. He doesn't kill anybody. We can take him as an example. Here he is loving towards certain people, but he is killing somebody, which is not a good example,
Because
right?
unless and until Ram didn't went to jungle, he is not able to kill Ravan. Ravan has a destiny to killed by Ram, because that is predicted earlier.
Yeah.
Raman
Yeah,
was
I understand that, sister. I understand that.
So you
Because Ravan is cruel.
that is why you
Because Ravan is cruel. That's why he killed him, right?
Ravan is cruel. Plus Ravan in Vaikunt itself, Ravan was what you can say Tarban. There are two person
he was a gatekeeper.
who is
He was a gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper. Yes.
Yeah, I understand that.
So that is why you can tell that that is predefined. Because of this, he didn't find, because he know what he have to do, because he know that what culture he is following and everything.
But when we are already confused with the problem, we are not going to think about everything. What comes to our mind first is, Lord Krishna said, I have come to destroy Adharma. So it is our duty to destroy Adharma. Kill that person who caused pain to me. So that's what people will think, right? Because he himself has said that. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm saying Hindus are more like orphans. They don't have proper guidance. Don't you think so?
It depends what deities that you are following. It depends what kind of a mindset that you are having. In anger, you think more about Krishna in Kurukshetra or Chandi Devi or Durga. When you have a calmer mind, you will think something in a like a deity who is having a calm situation, like a Krishna having a flute. So Krishna in both the sides.
Yes.
We'll take them according to.
But when we are negative,
mindset.
when we are overwhelmed with negative thoughts, obviously we will be drawn to something negative, not to positive.
Yes.
So there is nobody to guide us.
To deal.
At least, sister, if somebody has the habit of going to church regularly, if they go when they are in distress, something he reads will just match with his present situation. So he will get the solution from that. But what about Hindus? That's the thing. He can rely on going to church to get the solution. But Hindus, if they go to a temple, nobody is going to give knowledge there. They are just going to give tilak. That's it.
Sit in temple, think about your problem. I get most of my solutions while meditating.
Yeah, I understand.
I am not.
Understand, sister, because
so it depends.
Yeah, no. What I'm trying to say is, you are brought up in a very nice family, so you have developed divine connection, so you know how to sort out things. But since not all family are the same, even if a Christian has a bad family, he can go to church, right? But here in Hindu, if he goes to temple, he is not going to get any solution as a kid. So obviously he will feel that there is nothing there. So already people are speaking atheism everywhere. They are ridiculing Hinduism like anything. Ram killed somebody, Krishna has 1600 wives, like that. There are many things. They are speaking that. Whether it's true or not, that's the second thing. But so kids want to be smart. So they want to follow what the present trend is. So they will,
according to their situation.
yeah, so they will so they will want to get rid of Hinduism, because Hinduism is like a bad word nowadays. So they have
So
politicized like that.
you, as a parent,
Hmm.
it is your responsibility to
But
give
what
them a
if,
correct
but
picture.
what if even parents are misguided? You can't expect parents to be brilliant all the time, right? Parents commit
No,
suicide.
I'm not saying brilliant.
Yeah.
Ah,
Hmm.
definitely.
Hmm.
So in that situation, someone is having,
Hmm.
अभी आपको उसमें जाना है.
Hmm.
अच्छा.
Hmm.
So you have to, Shihan,
Hmm.
अभी शिवांश.
Hmm.
So if a parent is having, don't have a deep connection with the God,
Hmm.
how can a kid will have
Hmm.
that connection with the God? So at that point of a time, what he can do, he can explore on his own. Okay, let me go to temple. I don't. I mean, it is okay, or maybe major of the time he don't get anything positive
Hmm.
or something, any solution, something like that.
Hmm.
The more he'll try, somehow something will change. If, like, again, if from God grace or something, he'll get solution, either is going to church or something like that. Or you can say that if I am person and I know that family, in that family nobody is going to have they are not worshipping anything.
Hmm.
What I can say, I am telling my experiences
Okay.
to that kid.
Hmm.
Indirectly okay, I'll do, because of this I'll do this,
Hmm.
and I'll go for that place.
Hmm.
Any kind of a religion that I am following, like saying I asked my Ganesha and I don't know how, but after 2-3 days
Hmm.
I get my solution.
Yeah.
So what he can think that, okay,
Hmm.
if she can get the solution, maybe I can get it.
Hmm.
Maybe I try it.
Yeah.
If
But
he'll try,
mostly
he'll ask
people,
me.
yeah, but mostly people want to hang out with people instead of with God. So there is nobody to guide
So
them
you,
correctly. They
for
go,
that, the
they
other
take
person,
drinks.
yes.
Usually, guys, they are addicted to drinks. Even girls nowadays got addicted to drinks. So instead of seeking divine help, it's like parents spoiling them, because they never habituate them to connect with God. They always say that I am there for you, I am there for you. Once they are not there for you, obviously he will seek somebody else who may not be good as his parents.
For
Yeah.
yes, for that itself,
Mm.
you have to watch the kids. I
Mm.
mean, you are not
Mm. No,
available every time, but you,
I'm saying after the death of parents, because sudden death happens everywhere,
okay.
especially after Corona.
Mm-hmm.
There are many parentless kids.
Mm-hmm.
So now where will they go? Because actually, although it sounds like I am there for you is a good advice for kids, actually this spoils the kid, because after certain time, there's a famous actress in here. She was pampered by her mother like anything. She is always there for her, and after her death, she doesn't know anything. She just locked herself in a room and she became so fat that she is just spoiling herself. So that's the, because in a way, giving the, it's a false confidence, right? How can we there be for anybody when we are perishable, when we have no guarantee ourselves? It's like giving guarantee to kids, right? So is it not uh, appropriate to say that I am perishable, instead of relying on me, rely on him all the time, because he is there for you,
So for that, you
not
have to feed
me.
that idea.
Yeah, not me, because if you depend on me, obviously you are going to depend on others after marriage, but that one will turn out to be totally opposite to me, or opposite to your belief.
Mm.
So that then your life will be in
Mm.
total conflict, which is the reason for divorce again,
Mm.
because there is no
Mm.
one to guide them. So he and
For that,
have
you
you heard
have
about
to seed the beach.
yeah? Have you heard about Brahma Kumari's organization, sister?
Brahma Kumari, I heard, I think, she is Brahma
Maybe
Kumari.
you
I
would have
didn't
seen
remember
Sister
the name.
Shivani's speech.
Sister
Yeah, she
Shivani,
is
yes.
from Brahma Kumaris.
Hmm.
So in Brahma Kumaris, uh, but you never went to Brahma Kumaris organization, right? Okay.
No, no, no.
It is run by God, not by any human. And it will
Hmm.
be very difficult for anyone to believe that. What God is running the
Hmm.
organization. Yes, if there is God, obviously He should help us. Or else, what is the need for the God? So we are in the most
Hmm.
troubling time, be it Corona or
Hmm.
the kind of culture we are seeing. Everywhere there is violence, selfishness. So here there is need for somebody to guide us. Like at the height of jealousy, Sri Krishna is there to guide Pandavas, right? So he is there at the time of war. Do you think it actually
Hmm.
is it possible for somebody to be in the battlefield and deliver Gita? Do you think it's possible? Do you think there is any logic in that?
So for that is the reason I'm saying that
Hmm.
every parent they should some seed
Hmm.
these kind of a knowledge in as much earlier age as they can. Plus, they'll tell them that they also tell them that we are not here every time.
Yeah.
Either you are alive or you are
Hmm.
dead. We are not able every time. So you somehow you will able to manage. Somehow you are able
At
to
the same
connect.
time, sister, don't you think kids will be embarrassed if they know that their parents will die anytime?
So that is the truth.
That is the
I
truth.
mean,
But
yes, two,
hmm,
3 days
hmm,
back,
hmm,
my kid is saying, I don't know what he is saying.
hmm,
You will go on something, and when you are going to old,
hmm,
my husband is saying I am getting old. That is why I am having some backache
hmm.
in a general way.
Okay.
So he is crying. Okay, you are getting old, and
Hmm,
so old means
hmm.
you will
Going to
die.
go. Okay.
You
Hmm,
will die
hmm,
because my mother is not no more.
hmm,
So I said that she is old and she'll die
hmm,
because she is having some issues and
hmm.
she is no more. Okay.
Okay.
So he think that because my father is getting old, he is also going to die.
Hmm.
So and he started crying.
Okay.
Then I tell them
Hmm.
ki beta, everyone is having certain situation. Some age.
Lifespan. Yeah.
Dog is having the age, yes,
Hmm,
and every person is having a same
hmm,
certain age,
hmm.
and after that, that is a cycle, and you will die,
But
and
that's not a good news for the kid, right? That I will be an orphan soon, especially when they are kids.
see
Hmm.
you have to make them responsible. You have to give them responsibility. If I
They
am not
need some
available,
guarantee,
I
right?
am available.
Hmm. Hmm.
Don't know. I don't. If anyone is
No
no one is
guarantee.
having
No guarantee in
guarantee.
that. Okay.
Yes. So
Hmm.
you have to tell the
Hmm.
kid. I
Hmm.
mean, it's according to age, but
Hmm.
you have to tell.
Hmm. But
Okay.
okay. What I was trying to say is, okay, he can come. We want to see him.
he want to go to birthday party. That is why he's coming again and again.
Oh, okay. Okay, I will complete in 5 minutes.
मामा वो हम
Okay.
कितने बच्चे टाइम बस जा रहे क्या जा रहे हैं हाँ आप हाँ कपड़े चेंज करो कहाँ है मेरा कपड़े कपड़े से निकालो अभी
Okay. Now we are seeing in practical mother's love, how to handle preteens. So it's very lovely actually. And the reason I was saying about that Mahabharata is, it's not logical, right? Nobody can give Gita in the battlefield when everybody was ready to kill each other. But did it actually happen as they said? No, it did not happen. But there is a significance in that. It actually represents the Third World War that is going to destroy the world. So at that time, Gita is being delivered directly by God, not by Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna is not God. He is the number one deity. Deity is different from God. Deities take birth like us. As a matter of fact, we were deities in the beginning. So that's what Brahmakumari's Gyan is all about. So God says it's a 5,000 year time cycle. So the first 2,500 years would be heaven, and the last 2,500 years is hell, where we are now. So we are at the last 100 years, and at this point of time, God Shiva himself comes. So he is the only God who is called Allah by Muslims, heavenly Godfather by Christians, not Jesus Christ. Those who take birth as humans, they cannot be called God. God is free from birth and death. That is why we can't see him. And he is, wow, how does he know about Brahma Kumaris?
अभी मैं निकाल दूंगी.
Wow.
अभी मैं निकाल दूंगी. अब तक राइट. सुनो.
Oh, he is watching the video. Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. So God Shiva himself comes, he enters an old man's body, and he gives this knowledge, which is the true Gita. And here God says, the reason it was heaven in the beginning, you are filled with all treasures, you were blessed with beautiful and healthy body, and you were having good relatives, and even lion and cow take water from the same pond together. It is mentioned in all religious scriptures. So that's the kind of heaven God created, not this hell. So this becomes hell because while we were in heaven, we were soul conscious, which means the soul, it shines like a tiny star in between the eyebrows, which is why we Hindus apply tilak here. But we don't know that. Nobody is there to teach us. So that's why God himself comes and says, of course you are orphans so far. But now your dad, your imperishable father have come to India, to Bharat. So he says, it is Bharat which was heaven, which is why we worship those 33 million deities. And where have they gone? They haven't gone anywhere. They have gone, they have taken rebirth, birth after birth, and they have reached here, and they have lost everything, beauty, wealth, everything, and they have become as ordinary as you and me. As a matter of fact,
As
it
human.
is us who were deities. It is we who were deities, and God has come to remind us of that fact. And God says, it is because you committed sin for the past 2,500 years in hell that you are facing all these problems, be it health wise, money wise, relationship wise. So you are the root cause for everything. So you are paying the cost for your sins. Now I have come to show you the true path to deliver you from this sin, and also to take you back to heaven, because it's a time cycle, 5,000 year time cycle. After first 2,500 years, it becomes hell automatically, and after hell, it becomes heaven automatically. But you don't become deity automatically. You have to put effort. What is that effort? In heaven, everybody was soul conscious. They know it is the soul that sees through the eyes, listens through the ears, speaks through the mouth. So it is the soul that performs every action. So since they were constantly soul conscious, they were blissful all the time, because the true nature of the soul itself is blissfulness and peacefulness. So they were so beautiful, both men and women, but they don't know what lust is, because they were soul conscious. They were since they were soul conscious, they derive pleasure constantly from within, not from externally. So they are content all the time. Only when you are not content, you seek pleasure out. But you are content all the time. That's why it was heaven all the time. Whatever you think, it will happen. As a matter of fact, even childbirth happens as a result of your thought, not as a result of sex. So that's why we worship them. That's how worthy of worship we were in the beginning. And now, after 2,500 years, just like a cell phone loses its charge gradually, we lose our soul power, because of which we lose the power of concentration. We no longer able to concentrate on soul, so our mind starts wandering outside. So we seek sensual pleasures because we no longer derive happiness from the soul. So the greatest sensual pleasure is nothing but sex. So that's why God says sex is the greatest enemy. Kam Mahashatru. Gita mein hai na. So that's the reason. Why should Krishna speak about sex in battlefield? Who is there? Okay, it's not in the battlefield. It is this is the Karma Kshetra, where we perform actions. So now God teaches us to differentiate between sinful acts and charitable acts. So whatever you do while remaining body conscious, they all come under sinful acts. So if you are soul conscious, you will not commit any sin. Because if you see the other one as soul instead of the body, you will not have lust. You will not have anger towards them, because you know the soul, it might be poor now, it might be bad now, but it was good initially. It was the deity initially, but it has forgotten its true nature. So God says you have to understand your nature. There is no one to help you here, because everybody in the graveyard, who will take you out except God? That's why I have come, and I am out of this birth and death cycle. I always stay away from this. And God comes once, and he doesn't enter the mother's womb. Instead, he enters an old man's body, and he names him Brahma. So we know Brahma created world, but we don't worship Brahma as much as we worship Shiva, right? So Brahma doesn't create. Brahma is the chariot which God uses to deliver this knowledge. So those who get this knowledge from Brahma, they are called sons and daughters of Brahmas, which is Brahma Kumar and Brahma Kumaris. So all we need to do is we have to consider ourselves to be soul again, and we have to connect our mind with Supreme Soul. He is also a soul. Just as we can't see the soul, we can't even see the Supreme Soul. He is not big. See, these are souls. God is also as tiny as us, but it is God. So just to differentiate, we have put it in a larger picture. But he is as tiny as us. The only difference is he is the ocean of knowledge, ocean of love, ocean of blissfulness, but not in form. In form, he is tiny. Now he, through the knowledge, direct knowledge, that is called Murli, which is available absolutely free of cost in all Brahmakumaris Rajog meditation centers. He says, I am always there with you. I don't have body, but I come only once in the last 100 years. So far, maybe Sankaracharya, Raghavendra, there were many saints, but they didn't find me, because you couldn't find me by doing tapasya or reading scriptures. It is mentioned in Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So how else will we find? Only when he comes, only when he gives his own introduction, only when we are lucky enough to recognize him, we find him. So it is through him that we understand that we were deities, and he gives us the knowledge to become deity again. How? To become soul conscious again. If we are soul conscious and we connect our mind always with God and listen to Murli daily, through Murli we will know what wrong we are doing, what right we are doing. Most of the things we do are wrong, believe me or not. But we think it's right. We think sex is right. We think eating non-vegetarian food is right. We think making fun of others is right. We think standing for ourselves is right. God says it's not right. Be humble as possible, because humbleness is the only protection you have in Kali Yuga. If you raise your voice in front of terrorists, it will take hardly a second for him to kill you. How can that be a good thing? But that is being taught in classrooms. That is being taught in religions. Not only in Hinduism, even in Christianity and Islam, it is mentioned. If somebody is committing sin, kill him. It's there. Even Krishna says that, kill him. But that doesn't have any connection with God. God is one. He comes. He comes on his own. He doesn't send any messenger. So far, whatever we have learnt, whether it's religious scriptures or school books, everything belongs to the ways of humans, which we can call as Maya or Satan.
Okay, we can
Yeah.
cut that because I have to go.
Yeah, I understand. So now
I
what
have
we
to
need to
leave.
do is we have to remember God as point of light as much as possible, and our target is to become Sri Krishna again. You can become.
Yes,
Just we have to be soul conscious. So once you connect your
soul
kid to
conscious.
God, and if you make him listen to Murli, and he knows for himself what is right and what is wrong. Even if you put pornography in front of him, he will not watch it, because God is constantly saying lust your greatest enemy. So it is through lust everybody is getting punished, whether through marriage or prostitution or boyfriend girlfriend, and also this sextortion. So that's why it is called the number one enemy. And also by indulging in sensual pleasures, that we lose the soul power very fastly. And the number one sensual pleasure is lust. That's why God says you have to get rid of that, and you have to remember me, so that you can fill yourself with all the power, so that you can regain what you have lost for the past 5,000 years. This is the true Gita, given directly by God Shiva and not by Sri Krishna. But in scriptures it is mentioned like that. Sri Krishna, so those who take this knowledge, and the number one kid who imbibes this knowledge and becomes fully soul conscious, he takes birth as Krishna. So he is the son of God Shiva. Like us, we are also son of God Shiva. And since we have put it wrongly in Gita, that the God of Gita is Sri Krishna, likewise in Christianity they have wrongly put Jesus' name instead of Heavenly Father.
Yes,
That's the thing.
every scriptures have in Jainism.
Mm.
They mentioned that I think Lakshman killed Ravan
Yeah.
because they believe that the main character is not
Oh.
very aggressive, so they change. So everything is changed according to
Yeah. But now God is not
the
saying any story. As Gita is
see.
not a
Yes, yes,
story,
yes.
likewise he is giving the knowledge directly. He daily says be soul conscious, and also he says
Consciousness
whatever happens in one kalpa, it keeps repeating kalpa after kalpa. Just
repeating.
just
Yes,
guess,
yes, yes.
5,000 years back we were discussing about this on the very same day, and we will be having the same discussion every 5,000 years once.
Yes,
And also God puts
yes.
whatever happens
That is
in
the
the
cycle.
and also he says whatever happens in this cycle will definitely be for good for you. Be patient. Now
Mm.
it might hurt you, but be patient in remembrance of me.
But yes,
Then you will see the result. So God says everything, and we will
yes.
see in front of our eyes the result. Only then you will develop faith. Then if kids ask, how can a monkey be God for me? How can an elephant be God for me? I'm speaking about Ganesh and Hanuman. If somebody asks that, we will have no answer. So the reason is our mind was wandering like monkey, and God makes us worthy of worship to be seated in temple. That's why that Hanuman, that is nothing but us. And coming to Ganesh, he was the symbol of arrogance before his head got cut off. So God Shiva cut his head, which means he cut his arrogance and makes him soul conscious. So he doesn't worry about his features anymore. So that's so there are spiritual reason behind that. Even Shivani has revealed some, and we are revealing the direct knowledge. And thank you for being with us. And I have learned
Thank you,
many
sir.
from you. And also,
Thank you.
it is very important to stress the importance of God, because man cannot help anybody. That's the truth. Be it a parent, husband, or anybody. We can't be with him all the time, right?
All the times,
Yeah, we
yes.
don't know what's going on in
As a
school.
parent, we need someone itself.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that's why he is called Parampida, father of all fathers. Parampati, husband of all husbands.
Pita.
Yeah, he is the only knowledgeful. whatever we have studied,
Hmm.
God says, just forget it. It might look good initially, but finally it will
Okay,
take you
okay.
to darkness. Okay, sister, I have taken you more time. Thank you so
Yes,
much,
yes,
sister.
yes.
Okay.
Because I think
Uh,
it will be end by 4 o'clock. Okay.
okay, okay,
Thank you,
okay.
sir.
I'm really sorry because even I didn't think
Yeah.
it will get so interesting. That's why it has taken more than
Yeah,
2 hours.
because
Thank you so
I
much,
am half
sister.
an hour